it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden Football.
It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level.
That's going to be caught by Gray. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, KC.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They put Kelsey in motion. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Man in motion is Brown. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Motion man is Rice. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Motion man is Rice. On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. it's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3 with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And the quarterback scrambling maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Here's Piron. 1st down and more inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, Not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell, and he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to run it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. And
that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Here's Braden Mann now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Throwing is Hurts. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A give here to Pacheco. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He keeps it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Gray is the motion man here. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, He breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Here's Pacheco. This defense backed up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Mahomes now on second down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. On play action, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Hurts to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Hurts working in the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Barkley. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that'll be batted down and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Now, Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They go play action, under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A run with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in the 1st half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. It just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So we've reached halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Third and 9. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There he goes again. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try to run for it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll run again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He'll take off again. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that 1st down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Now Hurts going to call his own number. A short game, down to the 7.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and goal for Hurts. Ho-ho! A 2nd effort, and he is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles cut the lead to 3, 24-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hurts will try it again.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jahan Dotson, touchdown Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Hurts now. A short throw taken in by Goddard.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.